Welcome everyone into Picks and Parlays Power Hour. I'm your host, Hannah Mears. You can find me on Twitter at @HannMears_, or better yet, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. You can see my Mearsy minutes up on our YouTube page as well on the daily, giving you my best bets of the day. Also, don't forget that you can go to nohouseadvantage.com. nohouseadvantage.com. Sign up now with promo code PNP at nohouseadvantage.com or download the app on the App Store to get a first deposit match up to $50. Okay, let me tell you a little bit more about No House Advantage. It's where you need to go using that promo code. But before we get to anything else today, we need to bring in Craig Trapp because we've got some NFL to talk about. Craig, how are you doing?
Yeah, what a week last week. I was just saying, thanks to your Steelers, I believe I was 5-1 last week in the NFL with my best bets and premium picks. So a very good week. What was that? 12? 11?
12? 12.
12? 12. Yeah. We're
Week
unlucky.
13 is coming up.
Unlucky week 13, but I'm not going to make it unlucky. I'm going to make it lucky with at least 4 or 5 winners here.
All right. We'll see. We'll see if you can do that. But let's let everybody know it's the holiday season. We like to give out gifts as well. Here's a little gift for you all. Use the promo code HOLIDAY. Save 20% off the entire website. All right. Now, Craig, we've got some rapid fire, about 5-ish picks in 5 minutes. Let's see if you can go 5 for 5 this week. We've got Seattle favored at LA. The total at 41. Man, this LA Rams team is an absolute shambles this year. They do not look like they just came off a Super Bowl victory. So tell me, what's going to happen in this one?
Well, they say Super Bowl hangovers usually for the losing team in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Not the case. The Bengals have been much better than the Rams as far as Super Bowl hangovers. A lot of it's due to injuries. I mean, first of all, they lost Von Miller to free agency. So, obviously you lose one of the best defensive edge rushers. Then on offense, you lose your quarterback now and Cooper Kupp, the best receiver in football, maybe the best 1-2 in football last year. So you expect it. I don't like Seattle laying this big number though here. So I think what's safer play, you take Seattle in the first half. You see them at 3.5 or 4. I'll just call it 4, as I just think Seattle, no one expected. 0 people expected this from Seattle when Russell Wilson left. But Seattle's for real. Seattle -4 in the first half.
Hey, they might have dodged a bullet with the way Russell Wilson's playing this year and relying on Geno Smith. So I do like that in the first half. I think that line is too big for the entire game, though, especially because the Rams defense does have some guys that can come up big, especially in terms of interceptions and turnovers and things like that. All right, we've got the Brownies favored in Houston, total at 47. What do you think? Can the Browns cover -7?
Deshaun Watson's back, and he's facing his former team. So I'm not saying he has an axe to grind.
Weird. Isn't it kind of weird that he's coming back, against his team? Wonder how that happened. But that's a story.
You think the NFL would have been like, hey, listen, guy, let's either suspend you one less game or one more game so that your first game back's not against Houston. I like Cleveland -7 here. I would love for Houston to find out a way to beat that former teammate, but I just don't think they have the offensive talent. It doesn't matter who they've started at quarterback. It was like, hey, we're going to start Allen this week. It hasn't mattered. This Houston offense is just not very good. So give me Cleveland -7. I do think they get a little boost with Deshaun back. And they did have a nice big overtime win against Tampa Bay last week.
Is it bad that I might be rooting against them for all things from the NFL this week? That's fine. I won't be making
I agree. I am too. I just have to call it as I see it.
But yeah, it is hard to go against them, especially because it's the Texans and they've been absolutely abysmal this season. We also have the Washington football team and the New York Giants, the Washington football team, the Commanders, listen to me from last year. That's still a horrible name. But the Commanders -2.5 at the Giants, total at 40.5. The Giants kind of need this win. I know that Debo was saying that, hey, we've won some games that really didn't mean anything. Now it's the season, the time of the season where every game means something. So can they come out with the win in a game that is going to propel them toward the end of the season, hopefully going strong? I'm kind of rooting for the Giants.
I'm kind of rooting for both these teams. You like to see teams that don't just go out and get the big splash free agents, that kind of build the right way. Heineke at quarterback for Washington, great story there. Daniel Jones playing for a contract. Obviously, Saquon Barkley coming back. Probably back. Back to his even better than his former form, to be honest. I'm staying away from the side, even though I do like Washington to win the game. I just have a feeling Washington might win and not cover. It's just that type of game. These teams play close games. I like the under here. I just think that both teams kind of have to win with running game and with their defense. that running game leads to unders. I like the under 40.5 in this one.
Yeah, Daniel Jones needs to start having the games of his life because money and his career are depending on it. So the under 40.5 in that one. Doesn't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. We also have the Titans for our next game in Philadelphia against the Eagles, favored at -5.5, total at 44.5. Can Jalen Hurts get this done, or are the Eagles going to struggle against Derrick Henry?
I mean, the Eagles almost blew a cover last week for us late. I mean, they kind of dominated that game, but their defense has been suspect. And if you are suspect against a Titans team that plays, they run the ball, they play defense, they want to play as few possessions as possible and protect that offense. I think this is how they get this game. I think they can win this game. This Tennessee team, they smack you in the mouth. To beat Tennessee, you really need to turn the ball over against them, but they don't turn the ball over. They don't fumble. They don't pass much. They don't throw many interceptions. I like Tennessee plus the points here. I think this one's an upset. I believe the Eagles play Dallas in the next few weeks. So I definitely think they're looking ahead because that is the big game for Philly coming up.
Yeah, I think that Tennessee can sneak in and cover this as well because I think it'll be closer than what people think. Derrick Henry is a guy that is an X factor in a game. And last week he made a very crucial mistake that he will never make again and that you rarely see him make really close to the end zone. Still worked in their favor. But, things like that happen.
And Mike Vrabel is just a ridiculous coach. Ridiculous good coach.
Yeah. Hey, they're riding with their guy. They know what's going on. The Chiefs riding with Patrick Mahomes, favored at -2 against Joey B. And your Bengals, total at 52.5. What's going to happen? Can your Bengals get it done at home?
Revenge game. Remember, the Bengals knocked them out of the playoffs last year. Kansas City dominated the first half, remember last year, and then the Bengals came roaring back. I think Kansas City will not they played twice last year. Both games they were up and didn't finish the game. I think this year Kansas City will not take their foot off the pedal. Also, Bengals look like they're going to have Mixon and Jamar Chase back. I think that offense will be ready to roll. Over. I'm thinking 30-27, an amazing game. I think this one goes way over the total.
I freaking hope so. I want to see a shootout between these two quarterbacks. And better yet, Joey B and the Bengals are starting to peak at the right time, which I'm excited about for you, but also just for fans in these types of games. Like, what better time for their stars to come back and be peaking at the right time, and Joe Burrow to be here against Patrick Mahomes. This is must-watch TV, and you're going over 52.5. Thanks so much, Craig. Always appreciate your rapid fire. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Picks and Parlays Power Hour live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much, Craig. You're watching Picks and Parlays Power Hour. I'm your host, Hannah Mears. We are live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. And now it's time to talk some college football with one Cam. Let's bring him in. Cam the man, what's up? We've got a MAC championship, but it's the holiday season and we like to give out gifts first. So let's let everybody know that right now, if they use promo code HOLIDAY, it saves them 20% off the entire website. And what better way to get a discount and start making some bets when you've got Toledo against the Ohio Bobcats. There we go, Lenny. The Ohio Bobcats. Toledo's favorite at -1.5. They have the number one defense in the conference right now, but will the defense win them this championship?
Yeah, I guess that's the only reason this game is the number is like this. Toledo, they come in on a 2-game skid. They've faltered over the last couple of weeks. The Ohio Bobcats, however, are on a 7-game win streak. They've been one of the hotter teams in the entire country, much less just the MACtion. And on paper, these teams match up very well. They're very even. But the Bobcats are just the hotter team. And even with the good defense, Toledo is not playing well. You just mentioned just a few minutes ago with guys coming together and putting things together down the stretch, playing well at the right time. I think the Ohio Bobcats are playing the better football, and I'm actually going to take them to cover. But me personally, I'm actually going to take them to win as well for the +1 juice.
So sprinkle that money line in there as well. But the Ohio Bobcats is Cam's pick at +1.5 in that MAC championship on Saturday. Sprinkle alert, sprinkle a little bit of the money line in there. Thanks so much, Cam. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We are live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern at Picks and Parlays Power Hour. All right, Cam, we also have some NFL to talk. The New York Jets benching their starting quarterback, but it looks like it's kind of working in their favor. But they are going against a Vikings team that has been superstars all season long. Favored at -3, the total at 44.5. Can Mike White lead the Jets to another victory? We'll hear Cam's thoughts after you. Remember to use our promo code HOLIDAY, and it saves you 20% off the entire website. So happy holidays, everyone. Use that promo code, get some discounts. But happy holidays to the Jets, or is this where they start to sink again?
They're sunk. They're sinking. You said Mike White seemed to be the right answer a week ago. It seemed to be working out with them. They played the Bears. It wasn't like they played a top tier team. The Vikings, on the other hand, they have played great all season. They covered last week against New England. They got obliterated a few weeks ago against the Cowboys. But other than that, Minnesota has looked great all year. Mike White, Zach Wilson, whoever goes for Mike White, Magic Mike, White MVP, that's fine. But it's not going to be enough. The Vikings want their 10th win of the season. The Vikings are trying to be the top team or a top team in the NFC. They're trying to get the bye, trying to get through. I think the Vikings are going to roll. I think the Jets are in shambles. The Jets have an issue here, and I'm going to keep rolling with the Vikings to open December with another win.
Yeah, and the Jets are going to have to contain maybe the Vikings MVP in Jefferson, who has had 95 receiving yards in 7 of 8 last game. So he's been fantastic to watch this season. All right, Cam saying he leads the Minnesota Vikings at -3 in that game. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Picks and Parlays Power Hour live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Mears. That's Cam the Man. And thank you so much for your picks.
Good luck.
You are watching Picks and Parlays Power Hour. We are live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Mears, and it's time to welcome in my next guest. We've got some Coastal Carolina football. We've got the Sun Belt Championship, Mr. Nick Earl. I'm excited to talk about that, but I also want to remind everybody, if they go to our website, they can save 20% off by using the promo code HOLIDAY. So happy holidays to all of our Picks and Parlays listeners out there. But we've got the Sun Belt clash to talk about here. Coastal Carolina and Troy. Troy's only allowing 16.8 points per game right now. That is 7th best in the nation. Will that be enough against Coastal Carolina to get the job done?
Yeah, looking at this matchup, this is probably the most confusing game for me so far this weekend, and that's because we are reliant on one little bit of news, and that is whether or not Grayson McCall is going to play. We saw last week when he wasn't playing, this Coastal Carolina team forgot what offense was. They put up 7 points against James Madison. So I don't know if McCall is going to be playing or not. He's uncertain. So I really don't want to play a side in this game. I lean Coastal Carolina because I do think this is a lot of points, and I don't think Troy's offense is good enough to put up the amount of points to cover this number. Even though they did score 48 and 34 the last 2 weeks, that was against Arkansas State and UL Monroe. I would hope they would put up points against them. But looking at this one, you mentioned Troy's defense is the best in the Sun Belt and one of the best in the nation, and I'm going to go with that. I'm going to take the under 49 in this game. I have this game projected around a 46.5, 47. With McCall being a big question mark, if he misses, I don't see Coastal Carolina putting up more than 2 touchdowns in this game. So this is a spot here where I think this number is a little bit too high. So we're going to go under 49 here.
Yeah, I think this is the one, if you're going to be betting championship games this Saturday, that's a great pick because of the reasons that you said. So betting that Sun Belt, I think, is a must bet for everybody. Thank you so much, Nick. Everyone, Picks and Parlays Power Hour live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single second of our content. Speaking of more content, Nick, we've got your favorite time of the week. My favorite time, not so much yours, but I love talking props. So Thursday Night Football, we've got your 3 best prop bets in a big AFC East matchup. Buffalo Bills at New England Patriots. Let me know what you've got on this game.
Yeah, looking at this one here, I was really focusing on 2 of my props here on Ramonte Stevenson in this game because I believe Harris is either questionable or doubtful for this game. So I'm expecting Stevenson to get the majority of the carries in this game. So that's why I was looking at the over 15.5 and over 61.5. I do like the under, and I did play a little bit of Patriots +5 in the money line. I think that the Patriots are very live to win this game, and if they're up, we're going to see them running the ball a lot. And Stevenson is going to be the guy that's going to be getting most of the carries here in this game. So I took him over 15.5 carries and over 61.5 rushing yards. Plus, we saw last year, I believe, when these 2 teams played in New England, granted, the weather was crazy in that game. All the Patriots did was have Mac Jones turn around and hand the ball off and run the ball. So
he ran it like 46 of 49 drives.
Now, granted, that was with crazy wind. We're not getting that this year, but we've seen the Patriots can run the football, and Stevenson's going to be getting the majority of the carries there. So I went with that. And then I do like the under in this game. So I think we're going to see some drives stall out. And I think that one of those drives will probably end in a Josh Allen interception here. So something I was looking at as well is over half an interception for Josh Allen. That also kind of leans into my Patriots play as well. So I was looking for a way to find props to back the Patriots in the under. So this is kind of what I came up with.
Yeah, my one prop bet that I liked looking at the Bills team total in the first half. All of their first halves so far this season is where they're scoring their points at. I think 3 games were only at 10 points in the first half. The rest were well over that. So you'll have to tune into my Mearsy Minute to get all 3 of my best bets for that game. But these are Nick Earl's favorite prop bets of some Thursday night football, his favorite time of the week. Don't forget, if you want to go to our website right now, you can get some discounts. So happy holidays. Use the promo code HOLIDAY. Saves you 20% off the entire website. Good luck to everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Picks and Parlays Power Hour. We are live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We will see you next time.